So now comes a question that is based on the technique that Julius Wonsack used, and that is, what is hydroponics? So hydroponics is a technique of growing plants in a specified nutrient solution, just like what our Julius Wonsack has done. Okay, so you have, this is a diagram of an apparent setup of a hydroponics, where you can see through these pipes nutrient solution is continuously flowed into these tanks which contains the plants, and the depleted minerals can be removed also from this same tank. Okay, so number of methods have been employed and to try and determine the mineral nutrients for the essentiality of plants. So just like these hydroponics, many methods have been identified. Some mineral elements were added, some mineral elements were removed, some concentrations were altered, so that they wanted to know, out of the 100 plus mineral elements, what are the major ones that plant requires, what is the maximum concentration, and what is the minimum concentration. So this is one set of hydroponics that have been done today recently. In fact, hydroponics in the recent times has become one of the biggest boom or a culture question, because areas in our cities, in our growing metropolitan cities like Bombay, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, you can see that in these places there are no open spaces for plants to grow. So many of the people, apartment buildings, even big restaurants, I've heard about a hotel in Singapore and in Dubai which grows its own vegetables organically using these hydroponic techniques. Okay, so this is one such example. Now, in hydroponics, as we have discussed, the roots are immersed into these solutions. So this is two examples of a hydroponic, where in a small jar you have taken some nutrient solution, and as I've said, mineral elements were added and removed, concentrations were varied, and it gave an idea of what is the most suitable concentration and which is the most suitable element for a plant to work. Okay, so by this method, all the essential elements were identified, and not only the elements were they identified, if those elements were in deficient, what were the symptoms that a plant will show, they were also discovered. I mean, just like human beings, if we have a problem in our body, we'll show some sort of symptoms, right? Similarly, if a plant is having a problem, specifically if it is not getting the required mineral elements in the rest quantities, then it will show some symptoms. Those symptoms were identified by these hydroponic techniques. So hydroponics have been successfully employed as a technique for commercial production of vegetables today, as I've told you, discussed in the previous section. So, and the major success was seen in tomato, seedless cucumber, and lettuce. Please remember this. These are the statements, examples from the NCERT textbook directly, which you have to remember for objective or NEET based questions. So these are the examples, or these are the products, the pictures of the actual products that have come from hydroponics. You can see the cucumber does not have any seeds. Normally here you'll have a seed, right? So cucumber does not have any seeds. So it is emphasized that nutrient solutions must be adequately aerated to create optimum growth. This is one point that you have to remember: aeration. Aeration means the nutrient solution should be continuously mixed so that the roots are getting enough oxygen. Otherwise, there will be the growth. If the nutrient solution is not aerated, then there will be oxygen depletion in some strata of the solution, some layers of the solution, and there will be growth of anaerobic microorganisms which will inhibit the growth of the plant in return. So to prevent that, you have to keep on aerating the nutrient solution continuously. So let us see some multiple choice questions based on that. First one is, the techniques of growing plants in a specific nutrient solution is called hydrotropic, hydrophobic, hydrophilic, hydroponic. Well, it's a direct question. The answer is hydroponic. The next one, hydroponic method requires what? Good soil, efficient water, less oxygen, soil-free defined mineral solution. Again, it's a direct question with a direct answer: soil-free defined mineral solution.